Alright, we're in DayZ Xbox and we're checking out a hardcore server. So what's actually funny about this is I joined and I was actually in third person. But if you go into first person after being in third person like I just did, you stay in first person. You can't move to third person. So that's kind of interesting. I've tried to get the third person back, but it hasn't worked. So you might actually be able to come into this as a third player and get like a huge advantage over people. So what's interesting about this one is that hardcore is first person view only and there's no crosshair. So it's more of like a hardcore, obviously, natural cinematic style way to play DayZ. And I thought it'd be something different to maybe show off. So yeah, no crosshair and first person entirely. I assume it's because it's being previewed and just kind of tested. Sort of a random upgrade. I wasn't expecting it to appear and just kind of did. Yeah, the clouds look even worse like this. I prefer DayZ in most games, actually, in third person perspective. I just think it's cool, more cinematic. But yeah, it should be interesting to see sort of how this plays, just playing as first person for this long, and with the settings. I mean, it's nothing too different. I mean, really, it isn't. But, I don't know, it's kind of cool. A little bit different to do it like this. Okay. Tuna, cool. And they've done a number of servers for all the different regions. They've done a few of them. US seems to get the most. They have 4 these hardcore servers. And then 2 NL, 1 RU, and 1 SG. Just to kind of give a little bit of variety in terms of, I don't know the game. So I assume that means, what this means is they're testing different options for actually playing the game. So we may actually see more hopper type servers. I like to call them hoppers because that's what they were called in Halo 3. That's kind of what they would call their rotating playlists, something new, something different. So this could be the start of them actually doing something like that, or maybe working towards, sort of rentable servers, which is something we've been wanting for a while. So it should be interesting to see if that actually leads towards, oh, this small little area. That's cool. Yeah, I like this spot. It's like a nice little gap to before what the heck is it? Arizona. Ooh, short shorts. I kind of like the style I've got going on here, the French lady thing. That's what we came up with, right? I think I remember that. Whoosh, whoosh. I guess I could show like a different item like this, so you get an idea of it. I don't know, I don't think it really makes like a huge difference. What am I wearing that? But all to their own, right? Ooh, glue stick. Oh, I've got too many items, I guess. I just want to kind of crack this glow stick. Oh! We got some, what is it? Cool Outlast on this, like a little bit of light kind of moving through in the dark. It'd be spooky all in first person. Did that just go into my inventory? I thought I grabbed water too. Yeah, I did, okay. A lot of items. Maybe I should leave the can opener for someone else to grab. No. So I actually really liked somebody's idea about doing like a stand on the side of the road and give out, maybe do like a trade supplies thing. So that's why I'm gonna stock up on stuff. Cause I was like, okay, I'll stand on the side of the road and I'll do like a, take something and leave something kind of thing. I don't care what they leave, but you know what I mean. Just like a trade kind of thing is like a Christmas special sort of stuff. So somebody needs food or something, you could drop like a rock. I don't know, just anything. I just thought that'd be like a fun little event kind of thing to do. So I'll look at getting that set up. Hopefully. I just think of it going really, really wrong. And then there was another suggestion of doing it like having like a set time and letting people know, but I think that takes away sort of the randomness of doing that kind of thing. Flare. I think we can equip that, right? It's just so much more dynamic in the first person. Multivitamin pills? Yeah, sure, why not? Grabbing all kinds of useless crap. I don't know. It's really not too different in first person. You just have less of a sense of your surroundings. Oh, it really glows, that place. Somebody was looking for spark plugs. I usually find them in buildings like this, like corner ones and warehouse areas like this section. Definitely helpful, and shed sections too. They're one of the more common pieces I found, but I can see where somebody would be looking to be like, I can't find them. And then, you know, having that problem. Hockey helmet. Would have been cool if they would have branded with like Bauer or something. That would have been fun. Someone also said they should do DayZ ugly Christmas sweaters, and I 100% agree. That would be a marvelous thing to see. I don't know where they are in their merchandising game. I don't really hear of any DayZ swag. Might look into that, I guess, and maybe we could do some giveaways or something if I find a company that wants to work on it. We definitely have a DayZ crew, I'll tell you that much. Oh, I should also fill up my water. Is that a zombie or a person to the far left? Looks like zombies. Screwdriver. I don't know if they're looking for someone or what's going on over there. What's with all the flares and coats? I don't even have time to like sit here and burn them all. Ooh, what do we got here? That kind of just keeps moving around. I'd love to find the gun that goes with that. I don't know if the zombies are looking for someone. I don't know, we'll check out this diner area and we'll keep going. Just a very different perspective to play in, because I normally just not at all first person fan, but I could see how some people would like love it and other people would hate it. And it's interesting that it kind of locks you to it, because I think some people love the technical aspect of having something where it's all first player. Because I know other games do like a quote unquote hardcore, and they do the exact same thing. They just lock you to the first perspective. Yeah, interesting. Whoa, the zombies are like way up in my face. And I'm going to die because the frame drops. Oh crap. Die! Die! Let's get out of here. It's kind of scary at first. It's like a whole different kind of game, actually, like atmospheric-wise. When the zombies don't follow, I'll lose them in this orchard. Keep in mind, you can play in this perspective anytime you want to. You just click in the stick. Which we've gone over in the past. It really isn't anything too fancy. I like checking out these houses too, usually. Sometimes you run into people. It's a bit weird. Those god rays. What am I wearing right now? Hiking bag, 42. Doesn't help me, but whatever. I do like how they show the actual whole body, though. Like the can opener. Like a lot of games will just like cut off your legs if you're in first person, which is kind of funny and really unrealistic, but kind of a funny thing. Yeah, I always appreciate that in the Halo titles where you could actually like, you know, look down and see your knees. You'd be like, what? Because so many games hadn't done that. So aside from this, apparently going into 2019, there's going to be more communication in regards to changes in server adjustments, because they realized swapping things and destroying people's bases wasn't a great thing to do. And we also wanted to discuss the new items you spawn with. I'm assuming, guys, and this is based on other games. I wish I had my fact sheet with me, but there's like a huge amount of players that play this or check out the game Gears of War. So in Gears of War 4, they found that an absolute massive amount of players, if they didn't do well or they didn't like kill anyone in their first game, would completely leave the game after the first time. So by making it a little bit more accessible, you're curbing people, you know, checking this out and then never playing again. So it's actually sort of a good thing to get, you know, some items off the bat. And it's not a big deal. I mean, you get like a rock, you get a drink, and you get some food. I mean, it really doesn't change the balance of the game at all, right? It's kind of a small price to pay to hopefully get more players involved or interested in the game. Because that was one of the hugest complaints, like the most common one I would get on comments when this was first coming out, like even afterwards. Not as much now, but there were so many people that were like, you know, this game is sort of like ridiculously impossible, I can't find food. Keep in mind, food and water is like the loot in this game is much more accessible than it was a while ago. But so many players were just turned off by not having any idea what they're doing, and then, you know, kind of dying, or, you know, dying of thirst or hunger. Well, I guess dehydration sounds more professional than thirst, but you know what I mean, right? Like, there's people... Am I bleeding right now? Because my blood is... Yeah, I am bleeding. It's so dynamic in first person. Not even covering the wound, which seems to be from my right side. There we go. Yeah, I would have just bled out. It wasn't even the grayscale that tipped me off. The world turning all grayscale-ish. Craft improvised hook. Okay, is the bones I wanted and like a stick. I don't know if... I think they might have killed somebody in here and took the body stuff. Or a zombie? I don't know. I'm gonna try to make a spear, I guess. Assuming this is the right kind of... Oh crap, I need to... cut off. Oh yeah, it's a steak knife. I'm just gonna get bark from it. Do I have anything else? I think if I find a bush, that will work for what I need. Yeah. Long stick. And bones. And then... Oh crap, sorry, I kind of trailed off it here. So you take the long stick, and you put it with the bones, and then you're able to hold RT, and you can craft a spear from it. So hopefully that's a helpful sort of new tip for you. So kind of an evolution on the using it just to cook food is actually having, you know, like a spear to stab people with. And I wish I could kind of show it off better. Yeah, I guess that's a pretty good angle on it. Just like a really crude sort of spear option for stabbing people. Obviously. It's not a friendly spear. What's up? What's up? Okay, are we off the main track? How far away from the coast area? Yeah, this is the coast. Okay, good. Everything's just a little gray because I was ignoring my bleed out. A little bit harder when you're not paying attention, eh? But that indicator helps a lot. I actually do really like those new icons now. I've come around to them. I don't. Maybe I want the other icons we had, but with the indicators. That's what I really like. You can see how full you are on health and water. The game's actually come quite a long ways since it released like only a few months back on here. I'm actually a little bit shocked at how fast they've been doing it because I wasn't expecting so much so quickly. So I guess that's kind of cool. Let's see what we got here. Canned peaches, sick. Yeah, you can literally live just by running along the beach here and scavenging from these little boat things. I was kind of hoping to find a better duffel bag. Let's keep going north. I want to go to Brazino. I think that's where I'm gonna put up my little trading stand. Although the other one would be better, but I think I'm more likely to run into people that actually have stuff to kind of do like a trade thing with in this town compared to the other one. That's just kind of like a guess. And I don't know if I want to do it on the town or like the main road. It depends on the kind of traffic I'm going to get, I guess, or what kind of traffic I want. Got my spear. Whoosh. I should like hotkey this so I can spear people. You know, like, I'm glad I got lots of items though. It's gonna make trading a lot cooler, I guess. See if anybody's kind. I literally see it ending with me kind of getting shot in the face by somebody and they just taking everything. But you know, that's the risk you take when you try to do cool stuff. So, is this the way to Brazino? I think it is. Well, there's a guy over there. Dun, 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 dun. I don't really want to hunt him, even though I feel pretty good with my spear. Maybe they'll want to say hello. I don't know if this is the way yet. So remember, it is a bit off the track. Keep in mind that the maps have changed too, in regards to them now thinking of the lumberyard as being a separate sort of area, and Brazino being a smaller actual town area. Changes the dynamics a bit. Yeah, I could have sworn I saw somebody around here. Is it still a grayscale? That looks pretty like, oh, kind of colorless. Kind of worried about getting attacked from behind. Yeah, running around with the spear. I don't know where this guy went. Yeah, this is the way, alright. Get some water from here quickly. Or is this attached to the ocean? You know what they should do for the hardcore mode is the icon shouldn't be there for your health and stuff. Or like the icon on the left hand side, that should all be removed and it should just be HUDless. That would be hardcore. This doesn't really seem hardcore. This just seems like a slightly different mode. That's the impression I've got. It's like you literally gave me a slightly more cinematic looking viewpoint. And you've changed the perspective. Well, you just forced it to first, which is something we could do anyway, so I don't know. I guess it's kind of intense, but at the same time, I'm like not too blown away by this, to be honest. Huh. Thought it would feel a little bit more gripping or something. Well, I don't know what I expected. I just knew it would be something different. And I'm glad that we got the spear thing done. Ooh, a tire iron. I think that's kind of like important for car stuff. Jumpsuit jacket. What's my regular jacket? 30. Does it look hostile if I'm carrying a spear around? Like, that would be a pretty unfriendly thing to come across, right? Somebody with a spear. Is that fertilizer? Ah, oh, yes. I don't think I have space for it, though. Drop these bones. I don't think that'd give me enough, though. No. Screw it. There's probably more around here. It's for my eventual farm when I find a shovel somewhere around here. Or something similar to a shovel. I guess you don't exactly need just a shovel to dig a plot, but yeah, I've got some food and stuff. I'm hoping to grow it. Maybe I can grow that on the side of the road too, and people can come and grab stuff. Kind of like what I do in Fallout 76 when I play. Oh my god. Is this guy dead? Hello, are you dead? Did you pass out? Ah, cool, he's got an apple. I don't really... Well, I guess I could pay respects. Rest easy, man. Rest easy.